Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be creating this super cute colorful cut crease. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then please keep watching. I always like to start with my eyes, so I'm using the Crease Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage Concealer and the Anastasia Beverly Hills A24 brush to prime. I'm then grabbing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette and taking the shade Cypress Umber on a small fluffy brush and packing that into my crease. Using the Colourpop E19 brush, I'm just buffing out the edges of the dark brown before going in with the shade Burnt Orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I'm then just packing that shade on the edges of the darker brown and blending upwards. Once I'm happy with how that lighter brown shade is looking, I'm going back in with the shade Cypress Umber and just deepening up my crease and making sure that everything is blended together well. To cut my crease, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills A2 brush and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I'm then going in with the A24 and just making sure that that primer is blended out. Once that cut crease is looking nice and crisp, I'm going in with the shade Pep Talk from the Carnival XL Pro palette, and I'm just using the Colourpop E25 to pack that onto my eyelid. I'm then just going to repeat this exact same process with the orange and green that I've applied. I am using the same brush for these three colors. If you're going to do the same, I would definitely recommend cleaning your brush off on some tissue between application to avoid all of the colors going muddy. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to move on to the face. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I'm just using a damp beauty sponge to blend the product into my skin. One of the best things about using dewy foundations, specifically because I live in South Africa and it gets so hot here in summer, is that if you're hot and you're sweaty, it doesn't really look like you're sweaty, you're just glowing. Next up, I'm going to grab a concealer. I'm using the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer. I'm just going to apply a small amount of this under my eyes, on my forehead and my chin. I like to use really warm toned concealers because they cancel out the blue and the green in the bags under my eyes. I am constantly exhausted, so it is a must if I'm doing some makeup. I'm then going in with the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, which is this one. It is a lighter shade and I'm just applying a small amount of that exactly where I've put the first concealer. I like to let that sit for a little bit just to set a bit before blending it in. So a YouTube comeback was definitely not on my 2024 bingo card, but I was actually watching some of my videos the other day, kind of just reminiscing, and I really was like, damn, I miss this. So here we are. I wonder if the people downstairs can hear me. To contour, I'm using the Essence Baby Got Bronze in the shade 10 Cinnamon Spice. This has actually been my go-to contour stick. It's really creamy and buttery. It also smells really, really good. You want to apply it in a tapping motion as opposed to a swiping motion. This just helps the products blend together a lot better than if you're rubbing them together. For blush, I'm going in with the Essence Baby Got Blush. This one is in the shade 30 Rosé All Day. I also very much used to be a peachy toned blush girly, but I actually really like the way this one looks on my skin. Again, just patting that in with the same brush that I used to apply my bronzer. Next up, I'm going to be grabbing a setting powder. So I'm just putting that everywhere where my skin tends to get shiny. So my forehead, my chin, around my T-zone and under my eyes. I'm then going in with some powder bronzer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in the shade Saddle. One thing I really like about the combination of products I've used on my skin today is that they're all really lightweight. So you don't feel like you're walking around with like tons and tons of makeup cakes on. For blush, I'm using this powder blush from Benefit. This one is in the shade Shelly. These blushes are so pigmented, you really only need the absolute tiniest little bit. I don't want to go too dark on the lower lash line, but I'm going to take that really dark brown and I'm going to apply that into my waterline. For mascara, I'm just using the Rimmel London Thrill Seeker. This is my favorite mascara at the moment. For lashes, I'm using the Jelliac eyelashes. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I'm also not sure if this brand is around anymore. I'm just trimming the end piece off the lashes. I think I took too much off this one. I did. For lash glue, I'm using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I'm then going to go and pop this lash against my lash line just to transfer some of that glue. For lips, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Deep Taupe. So I'm just going to slightly overline my lips with this. So I have taken the lip liner further down into my lip. I'm then just going to grab a gloss and go over that. And we're done. That is the completed makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to tap the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you next time.